Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. Great article here from RCR Wireless. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. So this is a no-brainer. This is absolutely a no-brainer. It's a must-have. It had to happen. AT&T AST Space Mobile get FCC approval for FirstNet direct-to-cell trials. It needed to happen, right? If you're going to go to the furthest extent to deploy coverage and kill all dead zones, right, you have to be able to provide first responders, right, that same coverage. And that's not to say that the first responder can't get the 850 megahertz, right? But again, it's good to have additional low band to where maybe you can only offer band 14 to first responders in those areas, because I don't think the slicing and QCI, I don't think all of that is going to be possible from the satellite. So now, if you're going into a very, very remote area where AST has service for consumers, with this now in testing, band 14, which is the band meant for first responders, they can now also have service in those same areas. And with AT&T and the map that they presented at the Analyst Day, you're not going to be connected to the satellite that much because AT&T has a very robust and large native network. But you are going to need it if you're, if something happens in the Grand Canyon or somewhere in the mountains, right, where the cell signal just can't get to because it's too far away, and satellite kicks in. It's a no-brainer, as I stated. So later this year, select first responders using AT&T FirstNet will participate in trials to evaluate public safety grade connectivity enabled by satellite. Big deal. This is the band 14 spectrum. I don't know if 4.9 will ever make its way to that. That's just a very high frequency. I don't know if that's necessarily feasible, but we'll definitely see. This new testing authority is part of a broader initiative to extend FirstNet's mission-critical capabilities beyond the reach of traditional terrestrial infrastructure. AT&T, the official contractor behind FirstNet, is working closely with AST Space Mobile to explore how satellite-based communications can complement and enhance the FirstNet network, especially in rural, remote, or disaster-impacted areas. It makes sense. It just really, really makes sense. And again, if the area that's going through a national disaster or natural disaster, whatever it may be, right, if it's really that impacted that bad where the satellite might get overloaded over time, then AT&T will bring satellite colts, and they will bring cell on wheels if needed, right? But for the initial first response, right, as long as they can use it, they can make calls, they can log in, that's all that the first responders will need. Now, like I said, if it's over several days or there's a fire breaking out, there's no cell service, then AT&T will make accommodations to bring the equipment necessary for the first responders to have adequate access. But let me know your thoughts in the comments on this. I think it's a no-brainer, and I'm surprised it took this long to really get approval for these trials. I think it should have happened a lot sooner, in my opinion. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. See y'all in the next one. Peace.